Hello, Capricorn. You've reached Tarot Universe T. Welcome to my station. And for those of you that are new, I welcome you. Happy New Year to all. I'm running a little late on your reading. It's because it's going to be from January 1st through the 15th. Let's see here. I wanted to tell you that I'm doing two different spreads, one for singles and one for couples. Okay? Just trying out different things to see what people like. If you could just say if you like the spreads or not. In the comments, that would be great. Hit the like button if you liked it. If you don't want to leave a comment, just hit the like button. Let's see what else. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to my Capricorns. I hope everything is going good for your birthday and for the new year for you Capricorns. All right, we're concentrating on Capricorn singles right now. Capricorn singles, what's up? And I'm getting the feeling of doing this for some reason for Capricorn. All right. Capricorn. What's going on, Capricorn? All right. Let's see what's going on, Capricorn. All right. Let's go here. Okay. It's going to be a 7-card draw. It's going to be, I'll read you the questions after. So let me just get them out here. Okay. That's it. There we go. Okay, the first question is there hope for finding romance for single Capricorns? And what do we have here? We have the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. So you haven't felt very stable lately. Wait a while. You haven't felt stable in relationships or lately or in the past. I should say in the past. There's hope as long as you change your attitude, I guess, toward being open for a relationship to come into your life. If we go out there and look for love, but we're kind of half-heartedly thinking it's not going to work, and we're kind of pulling toward ourselves and pulling inward, not wanting to share and open up, that's going to make it a little bit more difficult to find love. Okay. All right. Will the new lover be similar to a past lover? Oh my goodness, look what you got. Capricorn, you got the Ace of Cups. I'm going to say no, they're not going to be similar. They're going to be somebody that is new. This is a brand new start. Brand new start in love. So it'll be a new way of receiving love from someone. They could teach you new things about how to love for those of you that haven't been in many relationships. We all don't know everything, right? We all are learning different ways to love each other, and everyone's needs are different. So they could show you, it might be somebody from a different culture that you fall in love with, Capricorn, and they're teaching you their way of loving from their cultural point of view, or their cultural perspectives on the way they grew up. Okay. Will the relationship feel safe and secure? I got the I got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. It may not feel safe and secure for all Capricorns, because what I'm getting is the Knight of Cups, usually when it's in the upright, brings us information pretty suddenly. This could be a quick decision to try out your love with this person, and it is in the reverse. So what I'm getting is, will it feel safe and secure? I'm feeling there's some apprehension here is what I'm getting. There's apprehension whether you can trust, maybe because of the different, values that you were raised with. If this is somebody from a different country or different ethnicity, you might not understand everything all the way about their customs. And so that might be having you kind of on the fence about whether you should trust or not. Okay? Will there be commitment in the relationship? And I got fortitude here for you. So there's going to be a lot of strong passion in this relationship. I'm getting a Leo sign connected here that has a lot of strength. Leos are, like, they love family. They're the lovers. They like to give love to other people. They're sociable. They try to, and they enjoy, I shouldn't say they try, that's natural for them. They enjoy socializing and making other people feel comfortable, and they like to see other people having a good time. So will there be commitment in the relationship? If you want it, it will be there. That's what Spirit's telling me. Yes, and it'll be strong. Okay. Now, interesting. The next question is marriage a possibility in the relationship? And I'm going to take this as a yes, because it's the Tower. Why am I taking this as yes for a marriage possible for this relationship? Because it's going to change your life. So this is a yes. There is a possibility to marry this person. It will change your life dramatically. You'll feel like your whole world is turned upside down. But then when everything settles and the calm comes in, then you're going to see the blessings in all the hard work of going through this Tower moment. Maybe you have to move to a different country, or they are moving to a different country coming here. It could be that their family, customs, is hard for you to understand, and you're trying to learn a new language. You might be trying to learn new ways of approaching people that are from a different culture. So I feel like your world's going to be shooken up a little bit. Okay? Will the relationship be lasting and fruitful? Yes. Neither one of you want to move on from the relationship. I don't see any immediate need to want to leave. In the relationship, you already feel like you have met somebody that you have conquered your desires. You've conquered your need for companionship. Okay. What can be done to find true love for single Capricorns? And I've got the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse. So what can be done to find true and lasting love? What I'm going to say to this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is, this is the universe giving you what's due to you, what is needed for you, what the universe wants you to have. It's a major arcana. You can't change this. This is fate. So I believe that you can just go with the flow of what's happening, and that's how you can bring in this love. Okay. Wow, Capricorn, that was a pretty darn good singles reading. I think that's the best one I've had yet. Wow. Okay. We're moving on to couples. Mm-hmm. Oh, Amazing Grace just came to my head. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I am going to get a little bit more shuffling going on here. Couples. Couples. Okay. I'm going to have to separate some stuff out now because when I threw them together, feel like I'm under a Mercury retrograde or something, the way things have been. Lately I've been having to do things twice sometimes. Certain things I do. That's okay. That's okay. Make sure they're all facing the same way. Yep. Oh, okay. Very good. Awesome. You can do a lot more shuffling. Okay, now we're moving on to couples. So I'm going to be shuffling the cards here to find out what's going on between the relationships. This could be for people that have recently broke up and they're still in love with the person. Or, you know, if you're a boyfriend, girlfriend, you don't have to be married. These are for couples, people that are together. Capricorn couples, January 1st through January 15th, 2019. What's going on with a couple Capricorns? That felt pretty good there. All right. Okay, this side will be for Capricorn, and this other side is going to be your partner. Let's start it out. Okay. And the final card is the card between the two of you. Okay. All right. So what you provide to the relationship, Capricorn, King of Cups. Okay. You provide someone that is very emotional, someone that has a lot of love to give. That's a big cup that he has, you know, and he's the giver of love, right? He also can have, or I should say you, because I'm talking to Capricorn. Capricorn, you can also be, this could mean that you're giving excessive amount of something. It could be like, maybe you're giving too much to the relationship, but for right now, I'm seeing that you are the Prince, or the King of Cups, and, you know, looks pretty determined. So you bring determination with your the love you're offering. You're serious about the love you're offering is what I'm getting. Okay, a seriousness. Now, what do they provide to the relationship? And I'm getting the King of Pentacles. You both have kings for what you're providing, which is awesome. So they're providing stability, even-mindedness, you know, like someone that thinks things through. You know, they're bringing balance, like earthy. You know, somebody that's down to earth, not up in illusions, you know, or here or there, jumping around everywhere. Today I want this, tomorrow I want this other thing. Oh, today I woke up and I have this brand new thing I want. They're not, this is not what they bring. They bring, you know, they make a goal and they set out to complete it and they move toward that goal. So they're bringing stability to the relationship. Okay. Where you stand at the present with this person, I've got the Magician. So you're standing out of your power a little bit right now with this person, Capricorn. Either you are been pushed out of the power, or you're stepping aside and letting this other person, you know, make the decisions and use their power. Let them feel empowered. Okay, it looks like you might have stepped down or stepped back. It's like you're not communicating as much. You're not using the skills of communication as much. Excuse me. You're not trying. Excuse me. You're not trying to pull this person up. You may have in the past tried to pull this person up Also, what Spirit just gave me is you may have been in the past tried to manipulate this person. And it looks like you're letting that go. You're not doing that where you're standing right now at the present. You're not trying to control them. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Now, where do they stand in the present? They have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So they're feeling a little off kilter right now. The Four of Wands stands for stability. It stands for successful home life. It stands for overall balance in life, balance in passion, balance in life, balance in the good life. And it's in the reverse, so they're a little bit thrown off kilter here. I don't know if it's because you've put the power in their hands and they're used to Capricorn being the one that, you know, takes over and rules things. They're feeling a little off kilter here. Okay. So that's where they're standing right now. A little wobbly. Okay. Where you hope to stand in the future with this person. And you have the Four of Pentacles. You know, you want to stand in the future where you both are on the same page with your goals and ideas, where you both are open to communicate. You know, you might be encouraging this person to open up and stand on their own 2 feet with this Magician card in the reverse, not trying to control them or manipulate them. You might be pulling back a little bit to give them some of the, what's a good word for it? To give them a little bit of responsibilities so they can start counting on themselves more to do things, to communicate to you from their heart more if they're kind of held back. Okay. And where do they hope the relationship to stand in the future? And I've got the King of Pentacles. So they're hoping for some real stable home life with you, Capricorn. They're wanting, they're hoping for the future that that they can meet you in halfway and be just as stable as you, because Capricorns are pretty stable-minded, stable-headed, you know. And so maybe they are hoping that both of you can work together and make a real stable relationship. You know, the future, they're looking at nothing but brightness for your future. Okay? So let's go on. How you perceived them. How did you perceive them in the past, Capricorn? Let's see. You have the Six of Cups. So you saw this person as somebody that was very generous, very giving, that they met you halfway on things. It's the Lord of Pleasure. You had plenty of fun with this person. You went out and celebrated with this person. You could take them anywhere. You saw them as somebody that you could take anywhere, and they would blend in and they would, you know, balance you out like the perfect other half, right? Okay, so that's how you saw them. Now, how did they see you? How did they see you, Capricorn? Seven of Cups in the reverse. Awesome. They saw you as somebody that wasn't with their head up in the clouds, wanting to go 50 different directions at one time. They saw you able to concentrate on you know, 1 or 2 goals and see them through and make them come true. So they saw you very level-headed, is what I'm getting. Okay. Okay, so now your present doubts and fears about the relationship. Present doubts and fears. You have the Knight of Cups for your present doubts and fears. I'm getting emotions. You might be afraid that there's some news that they bring, because nights do bring messages. Nights bring things, communication or knowledge or information to us. And it's the Knight of Cups. So you might be in fear of what you may hear. Maybe something that you didn't know about. The doubts and the fears that maybe... you are it's your present doubts and fears. Maybe you're having some, fears and doubts about offering them your love still for some reason, or trying to extend the olive branch out. If you had some kind of falling out, you might be in fear of, some of you may have had a fall. Like I said, this is for people that have been in relationships. They could have had falling out. They could have, but they were in a relationship at one time. What I'm getting is this might be, if you have a falling out, you're kind of afraid to extend that cup to them because you're not sure how they're going to respond. And, Capricorns don't like, none of us like to be let down and turned down or rejected or whatever. And you're afraid, your present doubts and fears is maybe that they'll forgive you if you had an argument and a falling out. Okay? Now, what is their doubts and fears? Their doubts and fears is temperance. So it's it does talk about reconciling. It's in the reverse. So maybe their doubts and fears too are that that the two of you won't get back together if you've had a falling out. This message is going out for someone that has had a falling out with a lover that they were in a relationship with. So they might be doubting that, and in fear of this fallout. And they also may be in fear of, if they should, like they're going, should I go back or shouldn't I, type thing, like wavering a little bit back and forth, should I, shouldn't I, type feeling. Okay, and external influence is motivating you. Well, you got strength, power, and passion, and everything you need from the external influences to motivate you toward this relationship. Okay, so pretty powerful there, Capricorn. Capricorns are winners. I just see, they don't always win, but I just see them as winners because they're patient and they think things through. And then when they get a card like this, with power and fortitude, you put those combinations together and it's pretty winning, So that's the external influences that's motivating you as you feel very empowered. Okay, and theirs is Four of Swords, okay, in the reverse. So they feel, the external influences, they feel like they've rested and they've contemplated enough on the situation. They've thought it over. They're ready to communicate to you, okay? The external influences are that they're feeling like, yes, they feel okay about moving forward and being able to sit down and talk with you on the situation, okay? If you've had a falling out. Those are for people that have had a falling out with their partner. Now, the overall final card between the two of you, I am getting the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse could be that, the two of you, You know, I'm getting like there's a money argument. There's arguing about money. There's some kind of there's some kind of commitment to not spend as much, or some kind of commitment, or they want, like Capricorn, you might want this other person to slow down on the spending. You know, it's almost like Capricorn's wanting some kind of guarantee that this other person is not going to just go run up the credit cards up to the max, you know, and spend every bit of cash in the checking account, and just, you know, to have a good time, and then just say, you know, oh, come on, be cool, what's wrong? You know, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm thinking that this is where the problem is in certain relationships out there that are having this, what this came up for certain relationships. I think that this is what they're, the problem is here. It could be very much centered on finances and getting out of control, excess, somebody that just goes overboard a little bit, okay, is what I'm getting. It could be that Capricorn's doing it, because this is a card that represents the both of you. So this is the thing in the relationship, the problem in the relationship, that, or the future of the relationship. This needs to be worked out. Okay. All right, Capricorn, that was your reading. It was a very good reading. Even though it had a little bit of ups and downs, we all have ups and downs, but you got that good old card, Fortitude, so you got the power, the strength, the might to get things the way you want, okay? All right, Capricorn, see ya. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.